Hello, this is Will McPherson in Australia covering the Ashes for Standard Sport. I'm afraid to say England had a dismal fourth day of the first Ashes test at the Gabba and succumbed to a pretty meek 9-wicket defeat. After all the optimism of the third afternoon when Joe Root and David Malan appeared to be getting England back into the game, they were just 58 runs behind overnight. After that optimism, England got very little right, to be honest. They lost 8 wickets for 70-odd runs. They only just snuck into the lead, got 20 ahead, and Australia knocked that off very easily indeed. There were very few positives to take on the final day. Joe Root got to his highest score in Australia, 89, but he wasn't able to go on and make his first century in the country. That's still a big box for him to tick off. He wants to really dominate an Ashes series down under. He's never done that before. He's got a pretty average record there by his own standards. And with little else to report, Malan became Nathan Lyon's 400th test wicket, and he went on to take 3 more. Ollie Pope, Ollie Robinson and Mark Wood. That kind of summed it up. Australia got everything right in terms of their selection. Their big decisions paid off with Travis Head and Mitchell Starc making important contributions, and they ticked off some important milestones as well. Lyons being the most notable, but also Alex Carey took 8 catches on debut, which is the most by an Australian. And there was a positive contribution from Cameron Green. Despite making a golden duck from number 6, shouldering arms to Robinson, he was excellent with the ball, and he got the key wicket of Root on the final morning. That's a real positive for Australia, in that their big fast bowlers, the big names we all know, Cummins, Starc, Hazelwood, can have their load lightened a little bit by the presence of Green. And when you throw in Lyon, that's suddenly looking like a hell of a 5-man attack. There are a couple of clouds for Australia, in that Hazelwood is a bit of an injury doubt for the second test in Adelaide, which starts on Thursday. In that game, Joe Root has promised England will continue to be brave and bold with their selections and calls at the toss and things like that, which he claims he doesn't regret. That will surely mean bringing James Anderson and Stuart Broad straight back into the side. But really, England have no time to waste. They were horribly undercooked going into this game, but they've got to use this as a kind of building experience, a warm-up experience, and from a pretty grim position of 1 down in a series they can't even afford to draw if they want to regain the Ashes. They've got to strike on day 1 at Adelaide and get everything right.